Who you pick as your lender matters beyond just what deal they can give you for your mortgage. That can make the difference between getting your house or not. When you're applying for a mortgage, they're giving you a pinky promise that they can make it happen. Now, depending on who that is, who the lender is, that pinky promise may or may not be well considered. This is part of why trusted referrals are a huge deal when you're deciding who to work with for your mortgage. When you go through the pre-approval process, they're basically telling you, if you brought us appropriate collateral, the house, more specifically, a contract to buy a particular house, we think we could then lend you this money, these circumstances, these terms, blah, blah, blah. When you are actually in contract to buy your house is when they really can execute on the file, is when they can actually make the things go that make the money happen. And if during that process they find something, figure something out, something changes on your side, their side, what have you, it absolutely can mean that they will not show up with the money and you will not be able to buy that house. One of my absolute horror stories from my personal experience, years ago, my client was working with a lender that was not someone I knew. They had come to them through a referral from a family member. This was who they chose. They have every right to choose whoever they'd like to work with for their mortgage. And that person was not here where they're buying the house. That person was licensed in many different states. And oh, by the way, real estate law changes from state to state. And we were getting very close to the closing date. And I got on the phone with the lender to find out why we weren't clear to close, what was going on. Now, granted, we had been having conversations this whole time. They'd been telling me everything I wanted to hear. Everything was fine. We're a few days out from closing. Can't give me a good explanation as to why the file wasn't done. Clear to close means, yes, we're done, we're showing up with the money, closing's happening, your client can buy the house. I'll always remember it because I felt my stomach drop out of my body when they said this. This woman says to me, Nicole, I don't want you to worry. We've not closed a loan late in over 30 days. Which means they close loans late regularly, or at least a month ago they did. The lenders that I recommend, never. Never, ever. Virginia, where I practice real estate, is an on or before state, meaning that the closing has to happen on or before the date that's in the contract. And after that, somebody's in breach. So one of the main questions you need to be asking yourself during the mortgage shopping process is, do you think this particular person, this particular company, knows enough about what they're doing that they will actually do it and be able to fund your loan?